Hello everyone, I'm here today with a new process video. This is another one in my Double Trouble series, so I'm working on a 2-page 12 by 12 layout, and these are photos from my trip to Universal Studios in Florida, and these are all food photos from the diner that was right in our hotel complex. We actually ate there twice. We only intended to do it once, but we wanted to kind of splurge towards the end, so we ended up eating there twice. And I printed these photos a long time ago, and I printed them all as 4x4 sort of Instagram type photos. And I don't know that I would choose to do that again, but they're done. They're already here. You know, this is how I chose to do it, and I'm just going to work with it at this point. So I've got 8. So I think I'm going to do somewhat of a grid pattern with 4 on each page. And I've already decided that I want to kind of divvy them up to make sure that there are matching colors on each page. So I've got this kind of turquoisey aqua color in the plates on 2 of these. So I want to make sure I have one of those on each page. That color kind of appears again here, so I didn't know what to do with this one. So right now I have it on this page, and then there's some yellow. And so I wanted to have one of those on each page as well, just to balance out the color a little bit. So that's what I'm starting with, and then I'm just gonna lay them out in a modified grid pattern, I think, and I'll just see what I think of it once I have all the photos placed. I think this will be the general placement of the photos. I wanted to go not quite a true grid on this side just to mix it up a little bit, and more of the true grid style on this side. Now, as I was placing these, I did decide that I want to lower them a little bit from the top because I think I need some solid paper there. There's a lot of different colors happening here, and I've got this bold diagonal stripe happening. So I think I want to find a solid color of cardstock and just kind of make a border along the top here. So I think I'll probably either go with this blue or this turquoise slash aqua type color just to bring those in. I think red would be too much. I don't know that there's enough red in there that that would work, but I think one of those tones of blue will make it pop and it'll still feel cohesive. I found this color in my scraps, and I still had it as a 12 by 12 piece, so that was lucky, and I just split it apart in even amounts so that I could use it. So it ended up being more this blue than this one, but that's totally fine. I wanted one or the other, so this serves my purpose just fine. So I think I'm just going to do it kind of up here towards the top edge just to add in that color. And I do like the placement of the photo, so I think I'm going to adhere everything down right now, and then I'll figure out what kind of embellishments I'm going to use, because otherwise this is too blank, I think. I've got to have something food related or something fun in there to go along with it, but this is a start. I have everything glued down now, and I think I actually want a journaling card here. This isn't going to fit a true 3x4, there's not enough room there, but I will find one that I can cut down a little bit, so it'll be a little bit narrower, but that's fine. I'll find one that will fit there, and I want something food related, which I know I have some, so I'm going to go dig through my stash of food related things, and then I will move forward with this layout. So I looked through my stash, and now I have a problem because I found 2 cards that I want to use. One is a journaling card, one is not. Look at this one. It's perfect. The colors even match what I've got here. So I'll trim down that one a little bit, and I know it'll fit here. However, then I want to journal here. This is not going to fit the card that I have. It's the perfect color, and it talks about eating, and then I can write a little something. So I'm going to have to try to pry these up and just hope that I don't damage the page too badly. Whoops, sorry, I just kicked my chair. So I'm going to try to lift these up and hopefully not have any problems so that I can add this in. So wish me luck. right, I have moved the photos and let me take this off. It did tear the paper. So you can see right here, it did pull it up a little bit. That's pretty bad compared to over here. Here was just a little bit, and I managed to cover up most of that, so I don't think you really see this one, but this one is more of a problem. Now, if I take this and I place it like so, it will cover most of it. You can see a tiny little bit there, but I think the average person, if they're flipping through the pages, will not even notice that. It's only me that would notice it. So I'm going to go with it. I'm not going to try to cover it up any more than what I've got here, and I think it'll be okay. I've attached both cards now, and I love them. I ended up trimming this one to 2.5, so it is quite a bit more narrow than a standard 3x4 card. I lost a ½ inch there, but that's okay. I like the way it fits in here. I think it works just fine. And then I added this one up here, and I will do my journaling later there. Now I have to figure out kind of what to do over here. I put this a little off center on purpose so that I could add something over here, and it's probably just going to be a sticker or some little die cut or something, but I'm just not sure. So once again, I'm going to go through my food stash of stuff, my embellishments, die cuts, those kinds of things, and just see what I have. I did find some fun stuff in my stash. So here are the items I found. This cool little retro sign that says "Eat Here," which works perfectly because it's a retro themed hotel, as was the diner, so that's cool. Then I have this little item that says "Pig Out, it's time to eat," and the blue matches. So that's kind of cool. Then I have, these came from the same sticker sheet, and I think these are Doodlebug. I'm not positive, but they sure look like they are. And I just have utensils and a cup, and I like that they're not patterned, not too fancy or anything. These aren't, and there's just a subtle pattern here, but they're the bright colors, and I have all of these colors in the design. Now normally I would go only 3 items because of visual triangle, but I have 4 here, so I'm not sure I can make all those fit unless I double up and make a little cluster on one of them. So I'm going to mess around with that and try it in different spots around the page, and I'll see what happens. Who knows? I think I've figured out my design with the embellishments. I think I'm going to do these 2 up here, and I'm going to do this one on pop dots so that it's 3D raised a little bit. But it kind of bothers me that there are only 2 things there. So I may search for a third thing that I can just add in to give it that odd number. But we'll see. I don't know what else I have, so I'll have to do some digging there. And then on this side, I think I'm going to do this more towards the middle and the cup up here so that when you look at them, you can see a triangle. So I think I'll move forward with that, but still keeping in mind I might need a third thing here, but at least I can get the other things put down to help me get a better visual idea of what I still need. I've put on the little pig embellishment and the utensils, and I do like the way it looks. When it's 3D, you can kind of see behind there a little bit that it's raised. And once I did that one, I had to do this one because when I looked at it just sitting there flat, I didn't like it. So that one is also raised. It has pop dots underneath it. I haven't attached the cup yet, but I will. It's going to go up here. And I'm still in the hunt for possibly something else up here or some other way to get some other elements in there. So still working on that part. Well, when I went through my stash, I didn't find any other embellishments that I wanted to use, but I found enamel dots that I think will go quite nicely. So I have this kind of turquoisey aqua here, which is darker than what's here, but I like it. I also like this one, which is a little closer, so I may use both. I'm not sure. And then I have the yellow here if I need that, plus a little bit of a more muted red that would go with what I have. I think. So I'm going to play around with those and just see if I can add them in a way that really fits with the layout. I did place some enamel dots, so here's what I have on this side. And then I did both clusters on the other side as well. I really like the way it looks. I think it adds in just enough color and visual interest to kind of keep it all going. And then I do think though that because I have a little bit of black here and just in little spots around the page, and I'll be journaling in black, that I want to do some outlining along this border here. And of course now I'm wishing I had done it before I put all this down, but it'll be fine. I've had the same thing happen before and I'll just work around it. I've completed my messy outlining here and I'm happy with it. I think it brings in just that subtle touch of black that I will need, especially once my journaling goes on there. So now I'm going to take my iPad off the stand and scan the layout left to right so you can see the whole thing at one time. Now we are looking at the completed layout. So there you can see the full left side, there's the full right side, and there they are together, so you can see what they will look like once they're actually in the album. So I am very pleased with the way this one turned out. I love all the bright colors in there. Super happy with it. Thanks for watching, everybody.